7 Most Shocking Leaked WWE Rumors for July 2020. Number 7. Tamina Snuka will return and align herself with The Fiend. The WWE Universe hasn't seen much of Tamina Snuka in recent weeks, especially after her loss to SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley at Money in the Bank. However, fans did get a glimpse of her online recently when a video was uploaded of the former WWE 24/7 champion, which showed her in a straitjacket inside a mental hospital. Now, it's being speculated that Snuka will return more unhinged than ever before, and some are even speculating that an alliance with The Fiend Bray Wyatt is a possibility. There's been rumors of The Fiend returning in July of 2020 as well, so it's possible that the two could return together. Since appearing as The Fiend back in summer of 2019, Wyatt has been a lone wolf, with his only companions being puppets. But having Tamina on board could be an interesting twist on the character and could even serve as the start of a new, more vicious Wyatt family. It would certainly be interesting if this WWE rumor turns out to be true, as no matter what, fans can expect a much more different and dangerous version of Tamina Snuka to dominate SmackDown in July 2020. Number 6. WWE superstars will be punished for being liked by Paul Heyman. In most companies, it's a good thing if the boss likes you, as that usually means more opportunities and maybe even a promotion or a raise down the line. However, ever since Paul Heyman was shockingly fired from WWE's Raw Executive Director position, there's been rumors from backstage indicating that it was a long time coming, and some of his favorites are now worried for their careers. According to Dave Meltzer, who wrote in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there's rumors of superstars backstage being concerned for their position after they were pushed by Heyman. It certainly looks like some of his pet projects are already being punished, as Shayna Baszler is someone that Heyman is a known fan of, and she hasn't been seen at all lately, after Vince McMahon changed the plans for her to win Money in the Bank. Other superstars who could be fired or punished in some way include Aleister Black and Andrade, as Heyman was very much behind the pair. And Dave Meltzer has said that everyone on Raw, with the exceptions of Randy Orton, Charlotte Flair, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre, could be affected. Time will tell whether the superstars Heyman was behind do end up being punished by Vince McMahon just because they impressed the former Raw executive director, and if this WWE rumor does come true, then fans may have to say goodbye to some of their favorites in July 2020. Number 5. Randy Orton wins the WWE title from Drew McIntyre. At WWE Backlash 2020, Randy Orton showed just how vicious he could be after defeating Edge in what the company described as the greatest wrestling match ever. With the Rated R superstar now on the shelf though due to a torn tricep, the question is now what will happen with Orton, who also attacked Christian recently on Monday Night Raw. Taking out two legends of the industry, Orton has poised himself as the top heel of the Red brand, which may mean a WWE title match against Drew McIntyre could be inevitable. Orton's last reign as WWE Champion ended abruptly in 2017, so having the Viper once again hold the gold could be exactly what the company needs to do to help bring back viewers at a time when ratings are dangerously low. Since capturing the coveted gold at WrestleMania from Brock Lesnar, McIntyre has so far defended against the likes of Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley, and though he's impressed on both occasions, having the Scotsman face the Viper would be a true test of his fortitude. Taking the title from Drew McIntyre, who has become a beloved face in 2020, probably wouldn't be a decision fans would be thrilled with, but it would give the Scottish superstar a new story, as he'd be chasing the gold it took him years of hard work to obtain. If Randy Orton wins the gold, it would make the Apex Predator a 14-time WWE World Champion, tying him with his mentor Triple H, and second behind the 16 reigns of John Cena and Ric Flair. It's entirely possible that Orton could hold the gold for quite some time, feuding with the likes of McIntyre or other faces like Rey Mysterio, and could even hold the gold for the remainder of the year. If the WWE's resident Apex Predator did have a lengthy run, then it could last until Edge is healed from his torn tricep. And if WWE does want to give the Rated R superstar another World Championship reign to add to his truly epic career, having him defeat the man who put him on the shelf would be the right way to do it. Whatever the case is, a Randy Orton WWE title reign seems to be on the cards, and July 2020 might be the year that the Viper's time to shine with the gold for the first time in over 3 years. Number 4. Lana fired from WWE. Since her call-up to the main roster in 2014, Lana has seemingly always had something to do. Whether serving as the manager of Rusev or Bobby Lashley or vying for championship gold herself, the ravishing Russian has been kept busy, though it doesn't seem that this hectic schedule will last for much longer. According to rumors leaked backstage, Vince McMahon is planning on releasing her soon, and Lana could be fired from WWE in July 2020 as they have no future plans for her down the line. After Bobby Lashley failed to win the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules 2020 due to a distraction from Lana, it seems her storyline with the Almighty will be coming to a close soon, as MVP has taken over as the main mouthpiece for Lashley, who many have said requires someone to cut promos on his behalf. On Raw recently, Lashley even said that he wants a divorce from Lana, and it seems WWE now have little reason to keep her around, especially if they have no plans for her, and it could be a matter of time before she joins her real-life husband Rusev as one of the company's releases. It's also been reported that the only reason why Lana wasn't released alongside Rusev and countless others in April is Vince McMahon wanted the angle with Lashley to play out. But once Rusev was released, McMahon reportedly acknowledged that Lana's days in WWE are numbered. Although a possible alignment with Natalya was teased on Monday Night Raw recently, the company doesn't often use the third-generation superstar much, and if this angle goes anywhere, it may still mark the final nail in the coffin before Lana's fired. As someone with an impressive resume that includes a background in dance, acting, modeling, and singing, there's plenty of things Lana could do outside of the WWE. But for now, fans should take one last look at the ravishing Russian, as she reportedly won't be accompanying anyone to the ring for much longer. Number 3. The WWE rosters are once again merged into one. It's no secret that the WWE is struggling at the moment as the ongoing current situation continues to harm the company's ratings and its roster. Recently, Edge became the latest big name the company has lost, and he follows on from the likes of Becky Lynch, Elias, Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns. With a much less star-powered roster on both Raw or SmackDown, it's not hard to see why some are speculating that a brand merger will take place, and according to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, that's something that's been talked about. Merging the two shows into one would allow the top stars WWE have left to appear on both Raw and SmackDown, as the company would hope that having the likes of Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, and Braun Strowman on both brands could help with the ratings. Of course, this would mean fewer spots for those lower down the card, which could prove to be a bad move, especially as All Elite Wrestling has provided an alternative for lower card superstars who feel they could be doing better elsewhere and could choose to leave the company if they don't receive enough airtime. With episodes of Raw and SmackDown being filmed a week in advance, that would allow the company at least 7 days to promote the merger, as well as gauge how those watching at home feel about bringing the two rosters into one group. Given that the company recently redrafted their rosters in late 2019, having Raw and SmackDown brought together once again would certainly be a shock, but fans shouldn't be too surprised if they see more wrestlers from either brand jumping to the other side in July 2020. Number 2. More superstars will be taking time off. Whilst WWE may be mere weeks away from merging Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown into one group, that doesn't necessarily mean they'll have a huge roster. With the ongoing global situation continuing, it's no secret that WWE hasn't been entirely on the ball, as many superstars only found out that there was a recent positive test when they read about it on social media. WrestleTalk is reporting that many superstars are unhappy with how the company has dealt with things, and they've also reported that many people are looking to take time off, similar to Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. If this rumor is true, it could mean that WWE may be dealing with a much smaller roster in July 2020, as nobody can be too careful in the current situation. Though WrestleTalk reported that some superstars are looking to ask for time off, they didn't say who, as it seems anyone on the roster could be looking to take a break from the Performance Center that recently had a positive test. Given that he has a pregnant fiancée at home, Seth Rollins may be one of those WWE superstars asking for time off, and we're not quite sure what that would mean for his current feud with Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Whatever the case, if this rumor is true and superstars do ask for time off, then the WWE may be soon dealing with a smaller roster, as July 2020 could indeed be a monumental month for the company. Number 1. Roman Reigns returns at WWE Extreme Rules 2020. For years, fans criticized the WWE for using Roman Reigns far too much, often at the expense of more beloved superstars, but his absence has been a big deal in 2020. Opting not to compete due to the current global situation, the company have even avoided saying the big dog's name on TV, though fans might not have to wait much longer to see the former Universal Champion back in the ring. A new rumor leaked backstage has said that Vince McMahon is considering having Reigns return on an upcoming episode of SmackDown, and that this return would be unannounced, which would be an interesting move by the company, who usually announce big returns at least a week in advance. Given that Reigns was meant to challenge for the Universal title at WrestleMania before he was replaced by current champion Braun Strowman, it's likely that the pair would face off at Extreme Rules, and according to one source, fans should expect to see the big dog recapture the title at the pay-per-view. With Roman as the Universal Champion again, it's likely that he'd be put into a feud with Bray Wyatt for SummerSlam, especially as before the current ongoing global situation, one rumored plan for WrestleMania was for the Big Dog and The Fiend to face off back when Wyatt was Universal Champion. Given that Reigns has only recently been accepted by the WWE Universe after years of hate, we're not quite sure whether putting him against the massively popular Wyatt would do him much good in getting over with the crowd, but it's been nearly 2 years since Reigns held a title in WWE, which is a streak that will have to be ended eventually. With that in mind, fans should expect to see the Big Dog and The Fiend collide at the biggest party of the summer this August after Reigns returns to the ring in July 2020 to defeat Braun Strowman.